Hello, citizens of YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. This has been a really long gap between my last video. It's been over a month. I feel, well, no, it's been even longer than that. It's been like 2 months since I posted my last video. So if you subscribe to my channel and you're a loyal watcher of my videos, thank you so much. And I'm sorry that it was such a long gap. A lot has happened between the last video and now. But as you could probably tell, I mean, if you've watched my previous videos, there's something on my face that wasn't there before, and that is my septum. I've had my septum pierced before, which I will be mentioning in a video that I actually filmed on the day that I got it re-pierced, as well as my right ear, which is my problem ear for ear stretching. If you guys follow my channel, it's probably because of ear stretching. Those tend to get more views than the rest of the videos on my channel. So in case you guys haven't been around for the rest of those videos, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little briefing, I guess we could call it, on my ear stretching journey. So I started stretching my ears in April of this year, and I started out at a 14 gauge, and so it was 3 months. So in July, I ended up stretching my ears to, wait, was it July? Yes, it was July. In July, I got up to an 8 gauge. And once I reached an 8 gauge, I started receiving some comments online saying that my right ear looked like it was pierced really low and that I might tear my earlobe if I continued stretching, or I would experience really bad thinning. And I really didn't want to continue stretching if that was going to happen. So I talked to a bunch of people, and I talked to a few piercers, and they told me my best option was to just take out the 8 gauge, close it up as much as possible, and re-pierce my ear at whichever gauge the piercer decided to do. At first, my piercer was going to pierce it at a 12 gauge, which is why I shrinked my left. That's not even a word. That's why I shrunk my left ear down to a 12 gauge. And she was going to re-pierce it, this one, at a 12 gauge. But she didn't have any 12 gauge jewelry at the time, so I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and do a 14, because that is such a small jump between a 14 and a 12. I'm probably gonna dead stretch it. In a couple of weeks, I am most likely going to take this ring out of my ear. It's a little captive bead ring, but I'm probably going to take it out and replace it with a tunnel, depending on how it looks and feels and everything. I'm either going to stick a 14 gauge tunnel in it or a 12 gauge tunnel. I really don't know yet, but I will be posting a video of that just so that we can see how the hole looks and we can see how well the jewelry comes out of my ear and everything. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that clip in so you guys can see the actual day that I got everything re-pierced, and it's kind of like chatty and like super energetic because I was really excited. So I hope you guys can keep up with that, and I will talk to y'all in a second. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so I just got my ear re-pierced. It was actually pierced on a 14 gauge instead of a 12 gauge because she didn't have any 12 gauge jewelry at the time, but that's perfectly fine because that stretch from a 14 gauge to a 12 gauge is really easy, so I might not even need a taper for it. I could just dead stretch because that was just such a small jump. I'm so excited, and as you guys could probably tell, I got my septum pierced. If you've already followed me on social media for a long time, or if you are my friend or know me personally, I've actually had my septum pierced before, but it closed up after I had my daughter because I had to take it out for my C-section. So it has been almost 2 years since I had my septum pierced, but I got it redone and it looks really cute and I'm so happy. I'm in my car right now and I can't wait to start stretching again. It will probably be 3 months. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be, 3 months, because that's about how long it takes the septum to heal. She said they will probably heal at the same rate. So I will probably be able to start stretching again in 3 months, and I hope you guys will follow this journey with me. I'll probably be doing like updates and aftercare and all that fun stuff, and I can't wait until I can start like matching the jewelry together. That's just gonna be so much fun. So yay! It is, what the hell day is it? September the 15th. Today is September the 15th, so it's been over a month since I got my septum and my ear re-pierced. Literally a few days after I filmed that little clip, the day that I got everything re-pierced, I got really, really sick, and I stayed sick for a couple of weeks, and I was miserable, and I was having a hard time because I was trying to take care of brand new piercings while being really sick. Like, I had a stuffy nose and a sore throat and fever and chills and everything. It really sucked really bad, so I was trying to take really good care of those while being really sick, and it just took a lot of energy, but they have ended up healing really, really well in spite of all of that. And if anything, once I got better, they started to heal really, really quickly. So honestly, like, this might freak some of y'all out, but this is a piercing video, so I always say this, you're gonna see stuff that, you know, it's piercings and ear stretching. But anyway, my septum was really loose when I first got it pierced. That's a really common thing that people experience, like the ring was just sliding all around in there. But now there's like a little tiny bit of tension as I pull it back and forth, which is good, which means it's healing just the way it's supposed to, so I can spin it. And it actually has like just a teeny tiny bit of resistance, which is good because I don't want my septum ring to be flipping and flopping around all day. What I did for the first month of the healing journey is twice a day I took a little Q-tip and I put a little bit of soap. You can use antibacterial soap, which is recommended because it helps prevent an infection of the piercing, but it's not good to use too much antibacterial soap, so I probably used that for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then I switched to regular soap. So you just take a little Q-tip and you put a little tiny bead of soap on it and you wet it up, and then what you do is you just wiggle around the piercing until it's all nice and clean. Same thing for my septum. You just get both sides of it really good, and when you're cleaning your septum, you're supposed to turn the ring. That's also what I did as well with my earring. This one has been turning really good too. At first it was really difficult to get it to spin, and I did have quite a bit of swelling with my earlobe. Since I've had my septum pierced before, I knew what to expect already with my septum, and it really didn't hurt at all. The first time it didn't hurt at all, times 2 the second time. Like, it really just doesn't feel like much of anything to me. But my ear kind of hurt a little bit when it got pierced, and it did have swelling for a few weeks, but now it has gone all the way down. And at first my ear was so swollen that it was literally touching the base of the ring, but it's all good now, and everything has gone really well, and I'm really excited about finally getting to stretch again soon, because I'm telling y'all, it was so discouraging at first having to just put the whole journey to a halt and having to do so much extra stuff to get where I want to be. But now I feel very confident going back into it because I know that I did make a very good decision by re-piercing my ear, and when I finally get to my goal size, my earlobes will still be healthy and not be thinning out and everything. Also, really quickly, I'm going to try to get up as close as I can to this camera, but I'm trying to show you guys, you can still see the old hole where my other piercing was right next to the new existing piercing. A couple weeks ago I tried to stick an earring in there, and it actually went in just like a regular 18 or 20 gauge earring, and it went in, but they're kind of so close together that it fits a little awkwardly next to it. I feel like The only thing that I'm going to be able to wear in that hole, depending on how far my this piercing stretches out once I start stretching again, probably the only thing I'll be able to wear in it is like dangly earrings, because there's just not enough space for another earring to go next to it. So that's something that's really interesting that you guys probably don't know if you haven't had to get your ears re-pierced to stretch. So there's going to be another hole there, and depending on how far it stretches out, you might still be able to put something in it or not. It might just be too crammed to do anything with it. So that's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited to see if I get to keep that hole or if the hole is just going to be too crammed. I apologize if this has been like a really rambly video. I just wanted to go ahead and get it out the way before I decided not to do it, because I really just wanted to make a new video so that I could throw something up. And yeah, I've been trying to be more active on my Instagram. It's Curls the Creator, just the same as my YouTube channel name. I've been doing lots of makeup looks, like I did this pretty blue look today, and I've been doing a lot of outfit posts and stuff because I just am a little fashion queen over here. I wish I was a fashion queen, but I think some people like the way that I dress. I like the way that I dress, so anywho, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll probably be uploading another video in the next week or two. So it has been nice talking to you guys today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.